I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could actually fit 999 coins inside of Gimmighoul's chest. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mitch Austin here from Austin's Workshop, and for today's project I am continuing off from my last project that I did. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, or wait until the end of the video where I'll put the link right here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, my last project I made a roaming form Gimmighoul from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and today I'm making the chest form of roaming form of Gimmighoul. So chest form Gimmighoul stands at a foot tall. Now I think it's not physically the Pokemon that stands a foot tall, but the chest itself is a foot tall. So that's what I based the design off of. I actually have a little model of the chest that I went ahead and test printed to make sure all the colors were going to print properly. These are some of the pieces that I have for it. So we'll be printing off in separate pieces. You have the base piece right here of the chest. You have the lid of its chest, that's hollowed out just like that. And then you have this is part of the strap, the buckle right there with a little bit of design right there. This project will take roughly in full maybe 2 weeks to do. I'm going to be printing off, obviously, the whole chest will be in gold and red. So where this is, what I used wood and blue for this model, but this will actually be gold and this will be red, just like the base of this. And the buckle will be black, a black band with a silver buckle right there. So this is, like I said, this is a 25% model size right here. And to give you a comparison, I actually went ahead because I wanted to test something with the buckle piece, but this is actually the full size buckle to give you a comparison of how big the life size chest form Gimmighoul is going to be. So let's go ahead and show you what I have on the printers right now. So right on this printer I am printing part of the strap that goes on its chest. This will take a couple hours to print. On this printer I'm actually printing part of the strap out of TPU. Now the part that's going to be TPU is the little flat part that would go up from the front and connect with the buckle of the top other half. The reason I'm just using TPU, which is a flexible filament, is so that way it fits properly, that I can have a little bit of bend and give. It might work with PLA like I'm using for the rest of my project, but I thought I'd just play around with TPU and see how well that works instead. And over here I have the major part of the chest, which is right now the base, and this is going to take about, we're already at 49 minutes, 0%. That's going to take about a day and a half to print, and then when we get to the lid's going to take about 5 days to print. So please stick around. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll give you guys some updates here and there on how well this is doing, if there's any complications, if there's anything I decide to change. But stick around and watch me complete chest form Gimmighoul. Alright guys, so it's the next day. We got the parts for the strap all completed. This took about 18 and a half hours, as well as this one took 18 and a half hours. I have to go back and restart the base because we had a little bit of a failure printing on the top right here. Somehow it started printing off where you see it fuzzy right there. It was actually printing off over nothing, so I'm not sure what happened. So I gotta go back and restart the printer and get that running again. So the only thing I have left for the straps is a little pin that I have to print. So once I do that, I'm going to show you how I'm putting the straps all together, and then afterwards I'll keep you updated on how the base and the lid are doing. So let me show you what I'm doing with the straps for chest form Gimmighoul. So let me show you what I have for the strap parts. This is the piece that has the buckle attached to it. This part will obviously go over the lid. I have these pieces that I printed separately, but I put them together with the peg. So this is the TPU L bar that's going to go, this part would be underneath on the base, and this would be along the back. And then this is the TPU strap that will go inside the buckle. And obviously I had a pin that I printed and installed there. So this bends and folds just like that. And I also printed this connector piece, and it has these little squares that I inserted on, and then there's holes. It's kind of hard to see because it's black in the lighting, but there's 2 squares on this one and there's 1 square on this one. So the reason why I did 2 on this one is so ideally the connectors will connect like this. So this way, when it's set up like this, when this top connector is inserted, this will be for when the lid is actually open, when the chest is actually open, and then it'll be ideally like this. And then the second hole in the bottom there is for when you have the chest closed, and it should look like this. If I can get that one hand, pretty good. So this is all set up together to fit around the chest. Now, the one thing that I'm worried about is this connector piece. Ideally on paper it looked a lot better. Now that it's physically here, it might not work the way I intend. What I plan on probably doing is gluing this strap and this strap on the lid and base, and then I'm feeling the weight of the lid is not gonna physically hang in the air, especially when this is rigged up to be in the open position. So I might have to drill a screw through here to give it some extra strength. We'll see how it goes, and we'll play along and see how it happens. Obviously nothing wrong with it if I have to add some screws. There's obviously in 3D printing there's a lot of modifications people use to just add strength to their print. So we'll see how everything goes, but that's what I have so far. The only 2 pieces I have left are the base and the lid. So I'll keep you guys posted. This will probably take about a week, so you probably won't see me until a week later, unless I have updates on any complications or anything I decide to change. So let's see how this project goes. Alright, so I wasn't expecting to have a catastrophic fail this early, but apparently God has a sense of humor. So what happened, same thing happened again. This is probably the 2nd time, 3rd time, lost track. But again, the base failed. It got to like the bottom, because like this is the filament, this is the supports. It got to like the underside of the base, and then for some reason it started printing way over here on nothing. So I don't know if it's the printer or the file, or I don't know what. Also, what also freaking happened was part of the fan cooling thing broke, so I had to glue that back on. And then this little sensor thing broke off of the automatic leveling sensor. And if anyone that uses these, I don't know if this is for every other printer, but for the Solvo SV04, if this breaks and it doesn't read on the print bed, it doesn't print. So I had to replace this to get it running again. It took me like 2 hours to get everything fixed and leveled and printing again. So right now I decided to go to the lid of the chest, see if that will work. Hopefully it works, because if that works, then that means something's wrong with this file. And the only thing that I can think of for doing this is flipping it 180 and flipping it upside down so the legs are hanging in the air. The reason I don't want to do that is because this way, in the way that I originally wanted to do, I'm using less supports, which means less filament wasted, that is wasted. I really don't want to waste filament, and anyone that does 3D printing will tell you that you try to use the least amount of support as possible, because it just saves filament, because filament can add up and be expensive. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this works. If it works, great. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully nothing catastrophic breaks again, but knowing me, it might just happen. So hopefully we have a good print. Let's see. Let's hope. Alright, we're back to making some really great progress now. So after a day and a half of printing, the base of the chest is finally completed. After like 3 different attempts, this finally worked out. There's a little bit of fault lines on the bottom there. I think that was when they started printing the inside base right there. You can see it's a little rough in there, but I really don't care at this point because you won't see it. But yeah, so I can always fix that up a little bit with my 3D pen. But finally, we're doing some great work. Now I have the lid printing on my printer. That's the last part we need, and then we can start putting this together again. So that's going to take me about 4 days to print. Hopefully we don't have any more issues, and I can finally print this off and get to putting it together. So fingers crossed that we can make it to the finish line. So let's do it. Alright guys, so it's finally done after weeks of reprinting and fixing and modifications. I have completed chest form Gimmighoul. How freaking cool is this? You can see Gimmighoul hiding inside of his little chest right there. This came out really, really well. You guys can't really see here, but I actually had to fix up the top here. The one issue I had with the lid, it ran out of film, and you can kind of see right about here. So when I went to change filament, it layer shift. So instead of reprinting the entire thing because I didn't have enough red, I sliced the bottom of the lid on my applications and printed just this little top part for both sides here to complete the chest. But how freaking cool is this? And on the back here, it doesn't sit up as well as I had hoped, and I think the reason is it bends because where the lids connect together right there, there's a gap there. So I might print like just a little Gimmighoul just fell inside the chest. I might make a little buffer there just to kind of straighten out, level off the lid there. But other than that, but let me show you guys how it closes. So like you see on the back here, I added screws to add some strength to keep all the straps and the lid together. I did weld the strap on top with black filament. I was gonna glue it, but I decided not to do that. So let me show you what it looks like closed. So I just gotta take a screwdriver here, unscrew the back of its lid. Just all I gotta do is drop it down just like that. It sits perfectly in the aligned holes. Screw it right back together, and all I gotta do is take the flap here and hook it up. I'm doing it blind here, but hooks right inside the buckle, and you have closed off chest. This came out really well. I'm really proud of the work that I did with this project. This came out really, really well. So I know what you guys are probably thinking. There's no coins for this chest. Where are the coins? Let's talk about it. So right now I'm printing the coins for Gimmighoul, but I actually had a challenge for this. If you guys know, in the game, in order to evolve Gimmighoul into Golden Go, you have to collect 999 coins. So I wanted to challenge myself to see if I could actually fit 999 coins inside of Gimmighoul's chest. So right now, all 5 of my printers right now are printing 100 coins a piece, and we're gonna see if they fit. Personally, I'm a little a little bit disbelief. I don't think it will, but I want to see just out of curiosity's sake. How I designed the size of the coins, if you look at roaming form Gimmighoul and compare it with the picture of chest form Gimmighoul, the coins are definitely look smaller, because this picture right here shows the coin about half the size of roaming form Gimmighoul versus this picture here where it shows the coins look about the size of his eyeball roughly. So I decided to go with the eyeballs for best chance of fitting 999 coins. So I'm printing right now. Let's get to counting. How many coins can we fit into chest form Gimmighoul? Here we have the first 100 coins right here. Let's see if they start fitting. Got 1, 200. It's looking like it might not fit all 999 coins, but let's get Gimmighoul in there just to chill in with his coins because we're already at 200 and we're not looking to fit. There we go, Gimmighoul. Here's 300 coins going in. I'm gonna have to peel these off. Give me 1 second, guys. Now, oops. Now we're at 400. 400 coins. Alright, we had a bad batch right here, so I'm gonna have to count how many are actually on this plate so we have an accurate number. So we'll count as I put these out. 4, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91. 91. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 491 coins. So almost half as many coins in a Gimmighoul chest. Okay, so that's not too bad. 491 coins fit in a chest form Gimmighoul. So not that bad. If I knew the exact size of the coins, I might be able to have fit more in there, but that's actually still very impressive of how many coins fit in a chest form Gimmighoul. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more of my projects, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Also, if you want to follow my social media where I post updates on all my projects, be sure to follow them. Links will be in the description below. If you guys have any ideas for projects you want me to do, be sure to comment below because I check the comments on all my videos for ideas for future projects. And remember guys, if you have a crazy idea for something and a crazier way to make it happen, don't let people tell you your ideas are stupid if they work. I'll see you guys next time.